It's not always an easy job to spot a mega construction in the cosmic vastness. An observer could never be too attentive and patient in search for them. Stone monuments is a common choice, especially among those primitive civilizations on rocky planets. The material is handily available and requires modifications on the lowest level. Not so much structural mechanics needs to be involved. Constructions are magnificent from their grounded creator's viewpoint, a manifesto of the power of its civilization, but barely detectable from just a few million miles away. Neither do they produce any significant amount of energy or material exchange with the environment that might assist a cosmic observer in his search. Other mega constructions are hard to detect for a different reason. Their very creators purposefully designed them with delicate camouflages, leaving a few humble entrances to their secret wonderland. The entire metropolitan ecosystem functions a few miles beneath the rocky crust of their planet. They have little interest in communication with the outside world and do not rely on their parent star for energy. Instead, energy bursts inside the living planet are carefully gathered. They even build energy pipes all the way to the planet's core, the heartbeat of the planet. More than enough to power up a quasi-Type 1 civilization. But no matter how carefully hideous they are not able to erase all marks of their existence. Because the energy they use do not disappear, but has to be dissipated into the surrounding space. Compared to planets without a civilization built within, their planet would have a higher black body radiation. Traceable in theory, they've done a wonderful job concealing themselves, leaving barely any clue on the surface. A distant observer needs to be able to detect the subtle changes in heat radiation, despite another confounding factor, the cosmic background radiation, which serves as the thick mist shrouding the jungle they happily dwell in. Some civilizations with the same level of technological advances could be more self-expressing. They DIY their planets based on their religious or cultural preferences. But in most cases, the self-revealing behaviors are more of a scientific necessity than of a flaunting character. They are on the very progress of learning to control and release higher levels of energy in order to advance their scientific understandings. Such a construction would easily occupy an entire planet and could lead the builders down to the next level of the fundamentals of reality. A quasi-Type 2 civilization needs to be even more careful if they are to hide themselves. For the simple reason that they consume and dissipate energy on a much greater level compared to their Type 1 counterparts. They gradually cover up an entire star to drain energy for their activities. And of course, it does not necessarily mean their existence is readily available to any intended observer, because stars are way too populous in this early stage of universe. Normally 100 billion stars in one galaxy. One needs to be a patient counter to spot a missing star. And that patient counter would have to focus on a specific region of space for a long time, long enough to notice that one star is gradually losing its radiance, a typical sign of a Type 2 civilization. Mega construction from an even more advanced civilization would hardly evade attention. Energy exchanges and material forging activities by a quasi-Type 3 civilization would inevitably cast deep influence on its cosmic neighborhood. Even a lousy observer couldn't miss it. A single hadron experiment of theirs could consume 100,000 yellow dwarfs. They have to empty all residents and equipment within 1,000 light-year radius of the target coordinate. hadron collision, aiming to open up a wormhole that connects to a parallel cosmic membrane. They call this process membrane bridging. If successful, it would make any space region within 10,000 light years instantly reachable to them. Space itself is sort of a victim in this scenario. Seldom has any part of space experienced such intense bombarding since the Big Bang. From observers' point of view, a lower-level civilization always rise more curiosity. They might adopt totally different approaches in solving very similar problems. Their understanding of universal reality could realize into diverse set of physical interpretations, resulting in exotic forms of technologies. In comparison, super high-level civilizations are a little boring in this sense. Their physical understanding is too fundamental to take any diverse form. They practically manipulate the fabric of space and time, and are not fond of fancy exaggerations. Not an interesting target for observation. Some super civilizations may even hide themselves in a black hole, chilling in a quiet corner of the space-time. If not on vacation, they may build mega-constructions that affect the universe itself. In some rare occasions, closely located civilizations may spot each other and have a polite or impolite conversation of some sort. But that is another story. For an observer, the The most interesting civilizations are the ones who just step onto the civilization stage. Watching them is like watching a newborn learning to walk. And they have taken the first step. Not coincidentally, they prefer to refer to the planet that they inhabit as cradle of civilization. An accurate nickname indeed. These are babies, or even infants, as a civilization, and have no chance of survival without the cradle. Any progress they make is a rewarding moment for an observer, a progress full of hope and possibilities. But of course, they are not free of disasters, the big filters in observers' language.